Drumdow is now 570 acres, just added this little bit last year, 103 acres. It's basically a grassland farm. A lot of it's very good grassland, it can really grow grass, but there's bits that you can plough, there's other bits you really don't want to sink a plough into. The barley, there's about 36 acres next door. It's all used as feeding for the calves and creep feed. The straw is used as bedding. The crisscrossing system seems to work really well, especially when you've got two breeds that are very similar in size and shape. At the moment there's just over 200 cows that have gone to the bull this year. The policy here is that if it's on an Angus passport it goes to a Hereford bull, if it's on a Hereford passport it goes to an Angus bull. So it's basically a crisscrossing system. It's worked really well. It started this probably about 20 years ago, but really got into it just after I was a monitor farm. And really that has focused it, and the herd has been closed now for probably about 15 years. And I don't go overboard when I'm buying bulls on size or shape. So you're basically using two breeds that are the same size and shape, and you're using hybrid vigour to get that extra fertility and that extra growth rate. I'm looking for at least a 90% calving, probably somewhere between 90 and 95% calving, but in that, the bulk of them calving in 6 weeks. I'm looking for less than 5% interventions. When they go to the bull, I'm looking for less than 5% not in calve in that 9 weeks that the bulls are going to be in. Sale weight on average for every single steer in the place should be over 400 kilos at a year old. I don't go too fancy on bulls. I'm really looking now for calving percentages and calving pattern. I think those are the two most important things that will increase the profitability of the herd. So with that in mind, I'm always looking to get a cow that will have a calve itself. She's really got to be an easy care cow. One that will summer herself on nothing else but grass and really go through the winter on just a bit of silage. The calves themselves, they have really improved over the last few years, and now I'm actually selling yearling steers at a heavier weight than it was when I was using a Charlie bull. The vet and med bill now is it's probably where it was when I was using Charlies, but it's more preventative. A lot of that money spent on high health status. We're BVD accredited, UNI's accredited now, and that costs a lot of money to keep that. But with most of the heifers are sold as breeders, so they need to be UNI's accredited. All the steers this year, they all go to Stirling on the one day. The target there is roughly just over 400 kilos. This year they average 415 kilos at a year old. Every single heifer will go off the place at 15 months old with all the guarantees. BVD accredited, UNI's accredited, but also BVD vaccinated and lepta vaccinated. So high health status heifers just ready to go. There's a rough area on the ground of about 140 acres that's split up with electric, and we pull a trailer onto each lot of 30 cows 3 times a week, so they're not even fed every day. That keeps the workload down. The calves there inside, they're weaned and housed in December. They're fed every day. They get 2 kilos of concentrate that's home mixed plus ad lib silage. The cows are just on nearly ad lib. It depends what group their conditions scored. The ones that are a little bit thinner will be on a maintenance plus. The ones like these ones here, which are they've done really well this summer, they'll be on a maintenance minus. Cows are run in groups of 30 to 40 with their calves. So normal field size around here is about 15 acres, and that probably lasts them about maybe a week to 10 days. It's not a proper paddock system, but it's they're certainly not set stocked. I love these cows now. When I was buying cattle in, you're just going to the market and buying what was there. Now that this herd's been closed for 15 years, you can see your work, you can see what you've achieved over that time. It's lovely to come and see cattle that want to come and see you. They're really a delight to handle with. They're nice and quiet. When I go to sell the steers in the ring, I make sure I stand in the middle of the ring because I'm proud of my cattle and they're easy to work with. And it shows the buyers that these are cattle that are not going to take off through fences. They're just going to sit in a field and grow beef.